Commission has launched a formal investigation into Chinese fast fashion online giant Shein.
Gisèle Pelicot's memoir, A Hymn to Life, Shame Has to Change Sides, is now available in 22 languages across the world.
Greenlanders are suffering the consequences of climate change, with melting ice destroying routes and natural ice bridges essential for sledding.
The European Commission has launched a formal investigation into Chinese fast fashion online giant Shein. The Commission said the probe centres around three concerns, the first being the sale of illegal products on Shein's platform, including child sexual abuse materials like childlike sex dolls. Second, the use of addictive design techniques to keep users engaged. And last, the lack of transparency around how the platform recommends products to consumers. The Commission will now carry out an in-depth investigation which may include further requests for information, interviews and monitoring measures. If breaches are confirmed, Brussels can impose interim measures, accept binding commitments from the company, or adopt a non-compliance decision that could lead to fines. In a statement to Euronews, Shein said it takes its obligations under the DSA seriously and says it has always cooperated with the European Commission.
Gisèle Pelicot's memoir, A Hymn to Life, Shame Has to Change Sides, is now available in 22 languages across the world. The book recounts for the first time her version of surviving being the unconscious victim of rape by her husband and dozens of other men. From her meeting with Dominique Pelicot to her life after the trials, the 73-year-old reveals her story co-written by French journalist and author Judith Perrignon. Gisèle Pelicot became the face of the French Mazan village rape trial last year when she waived her right to anonymity. She said she chose to do so that, quote, all women who have been raped should no longer feel ashamed. In December 2025, Dominique Pelicot was sentenced to 20 years in prison, the maximum penalty. His co-defendants received sentences ranging from 3 years imprisonment, 2 of which were suspended, to 15 years. In the end, 51 men were found guilty of rape and sexual assault.
For more than 1,000 years, dogs have pulled sleds across the Arctic for Inuit, seal hunters and fishermen, but now they are being pulled over earth and rock. Greenlandic dog sled champion Jorgen Christensen from the town of Ilulissat, around 300 kilometers north of the Arctic Circle, said it's the first time he can remember when there has been no snow or ice in the bay in January.
Hundeslæge rammer meget, meget dårligt. Fordi vi mister det der vores rute eller stor bro, fordi når det kommer havisen, og det vi føler det helt oppe til hele kysten, hvor bestemmer hvor skal jeg hen. Men nu der er ingen havis.
In the 1980s, winter temperatures in Ilulissat regularly hovered around minus 25 degrees Celsius. But nowadays, sometimes it can be as warm as 10 degrees, Christensen said. The Inuit Circumpolar Council said Greenland's government had to financially support many families after sea ice failed to freeze sufficiently for hunting. The melting ice could reveal untapped deposits of critical minerals, which is why many Greenlanders believe that's why US President Donald Trump turned their island into a geopolitical hotspot.
Nicosia has been named the best cultural destination in Europe for 2026 by European Best Destinations. This recognition comes at a significant moment for Cyprus, which, although geographically located at the southeasternmost edge of Europe, currently holds the presidency of the European Council.
Βγήκε μέσα από μια ανταγωνιστική διαδικασία από επισκέπτες από 131 χώρες. 22.000 επισκέπτες περίπου αξιολόγησαν πόλεις της Ευρώπης σε σχέση με το πόσο αξιόλογες είναι ως πολιτιστικός προορισμός.
One of the key factors in the evaluation was Nicosia's vibrant artistic scene. The city hosts high-quality events and cultural productions that honor tradition while embracing contemporary art forms. A must-visit for anyone interested in discovering the city's unique history is the Leventis Municipal Museum of Nicosia. Open to the public in 1989, the museum was awarded the European Museum of the Year award just 2 years later.
Εδώ οι επισκέπτες μπορούν να περιηγηθούν στις αίθουσές του και να έχουν μία εμπειρία, ένα ταξίδι δηλαδή, στην ιστορία της πόλης που ξεκινάει από την αρχαιότητα και ολοκληρώνεται μέχρι και το 1960 με την ανεξαρτησία της Κύπρου.
The museum's permanent exhibition traces the history and development of the region, primarily through everyday objects. It is housed in a complex of 3 traditional neoclassical stone buildings located within the old walled city of Nicosia, close to Eleftheria Square.
Είμαστε αυτή τη στιγμή στην πλατεία Ελευθερίας που ενσαρκώνει αυτό που έχω περιγράψει, το παλιό με το νέο. Από τη μια έχουμε τα μεσαιωνικά τείχη της Λευκωσίας που κατασκευάστηκαν από τους Ενετούς, από το σπουδαίο αρχιτέκτονα τον Σαβορνιάν, και από την άλλη έχουμε την πλατεία Ελευθερίας, μια πλατεία η οποία χτίστηκε πριν από ελάχιστα χρόνια από τη σπουδαία αρχιτέκτονα τη Ζάχα Χαντίτ.
Κορυφαίος πολιτιστικός προορισμός της Ευρώπης για το 2026 αναδείχθηκε η Λευκωσία. Ξεχώρισε για τον πλούτο και την αυθεντικότητα της πολιτιστικής της κληρονομιάς, για την δυναμική ξεχωριστή καλλιτεχνική της παραγωγή, για το πλήθος των πολιτιστικών υποδομών που διαθέτει, καθώς επίσης και για την ξεχωριστή εμπειρία που προσφέρει στους επισκέπτες. Επισκέπτες που πλέον φιλοξενεί όλες τις εποχές του χρόνου. Από την Κυπριακή πρωτεύουσα, για το Euronews, Γιάννης Γιαγκίνης.
US civil rights leader and two-time presidential candidate Reverend Jesse Jackson has died aged 84. The news was confirmed by his family, who said that he died peacefully surrounded by loved ones. Born in 1941 in Greenland, South Carolina, Jackson rose to prominence in the 1960s as a leader in Martin Luther King's Southern Christian Leadership Conference. Jackson launched 2 social justice and activism organizations, Operation PUSH in 1971 and the National Rainbow Coalition years later. He ran twice for the US Democratic Party's nomination for president in 1984 and 1988. He advocated in the US and abroad for the poor and underrepresented on issues from voting rights and job opportunities to education and healthcare.
Falling.
I can follow you like a dog to the end of the world.
Fall in love. Falling.
Are you feeling quite right?
What? Oh, yes, fine.
That's the greatest thing about being a producer is you get to watch a film be made from, the very first moment until the release and beyond. And being privy to Emerald's process in every step of the way is so amazing because she's a genius and a brilliant mind that I love to work with. I love to watch her work. Yeah, I feel very lucky.
It's genuinely been the greatest experience of my lifetime. And actors say that a lot, but I don't know, I can't believe it.
Working with both Emerald and Margot was just a dream because they were so open to how I wanted to work and really let me kind of just go ahead and follow my instincts. And I think it's such a rewarding process to work with people like that, especially 2 women who just we were also on the same page.
Do you want me to stop?
At Warsaw Slotna Gallery, any fatigue you might feel fades away As you enter, you are greeted by a soothing scent, suggesting that show will stimulate your senses.
Zapach jest tutaj właśnie takim uzupełnieniem wspaniałych prac, które są bardzo intymne, miękkie, pełne półtonów i według mnie idealnie komponują się właśnie z tym zapachem, który stworzyłam specjalnie na tę wystawę.
The 44 paintings that make up the Pasithea exhibition are a tribute to taking it easy and letting things flow. Pasithea is the Greek goddess of relaxation, rest and hallucinations. The youngest of Venus's companions, wife of Hypnos, the god of sleep. She's a figure who embodies the idea that the artist tries to convey in her works.
Są one bardzo oniryczne, właśnie takie senne. Agnieszka też zaciera kontury w swoich pracach, to jest bardzo dla niej charakterystyczne i właśnie na pewnym takim rozmyciu i takiej trochę nierealności tych sytuacji oparłyśmy wystawę Pasithea. Chciałybyśmy, żeby to było takie właśnie zaproszenie do odpoczęcia, ale też takiego właśnie odpuszczenia, pewnej pozy, pewnej maski, którą na co dzień nosimy.
Agnieszka Apoznańska likes to work with lots of paintings at once. In the end, she says it's like putting together a puzzle.
Z każdą kolejną pracą odnajdywałam ten odpoczynek w jakimś innym albo symbolu, albo w innym właśnie intensywności koloru, fragmencie ciała i każda praca troszeczkę podpowiadała mi, jak będzie wyglądała następna.
The exhibition also figures the motif of a curtain, through which one can see the blurred world that the artist depicts in her work. Agnieszka Apoznańska's painting exhibition Pasithea is on until the 6th of March at the Lotna Gallery in Warsaw.